Ready to jump into Bleeding Edge with a quirky cast of characters, Bleeding Edge will test your ability to maintain strong team dynamics and placement on the battlefield. You'll be presented with a typical MOBA cast of healers, DPS, and tanks, mixing both melee and ranged combat. Each character hosts a number of passive and active abilities, as well as a choice between two special abilities. So which characters are going to fit your playstyle? Starting off with our healers, Zero Cool is our go-to for direct targeted heals, and we rely on avoiding damage and backing up teammates, utilizing a deployable barrier to cut off attacking enemies. Zero Cool sports out-of-combat life regen, a barrier for escape, targetable heal, a deployable attack bot, and either a team armor buff or a castable instant self-resurrection upon death for an ally. For sustained area heals, Kulev takes center stage, locking down designated areas and creating space from attacking enemies. Kulev's abilities include a passive heal ability for both yourself and allies, an area heal over time which also damages enemies, a single target shield, single target damage debuff, and either the ability to control an enemy's movement or a strong targetable buff for an ally. Miko is going to let you get up close and personal while bringing along strong heals for both you and your allies. Miko will be making use of a passive heal ability on hit, a targeted heal, protective dome, targetable freeze, with either a powerful heal that can be passed from ally to ally or a team stealth.
Objectives activated. The life force within emanates.
As for our tank characters, we have Makuta, who will be toggling between his healing and movement stances, making the most of his survivability while hanging in the pocket and soaking up damage. Makuta packs a multi-target stun and area attack that pushes enemies away, the ability to remove debuffs, heal and buff allies, and either knock enemies away with a controllable attack or grant invulnerability buff for yourself and teammates. Buttercup is great for controlling the battlefield and getting to the brunt of the fight with her huge health pool and chase down ability. Buttercup can get up and going fast while regenerating health over time, rounding up enemies with her slide, using a targetable chain to pull enemies back to the fight, deploying an area slow and area damage, and equipping either a strong self buff or an area attack dealing high damage. El Bastardo's power revolves around feeding and maintaining shields through aggression, providing persistent damage and strong survivability. El Bastardo comes equipped with a targetable range attack with a stun, a spinning area attack, a lifesteal granting you shields, and either an attack with damage over time or a short invincibility buff with an extendable timer with successive kills. Meko is a new take on the tank class, sporting ranged attacks and focusing on displacing enemy damage by both shielding teammates and managing your self-shield. Meko's life support absorbs 40% of your targeted allies' damage taken with the ability to pull them toward you and out of harm's way, knock enemies back with a front dash, and keep your team topped off with an armor and lifesteal buff. Optionally equip an enemy trap or a targetable cone to damage and push enemies away. And finishing off with our DPS characters, Demon is going to be lurking in the shadows, trying to catch enemies alone or off guard with high burst damage and low survivability when being targeted. Demon's wall jump will aid him in getting out of battle, leading to his forward dash, stealth, and sleep, and ranged attack to slow down fleeing enemies. Finally, bring along either a strong area damage attack or a single target debuff. Maeve brings range and survivability to the DPS class, maintaining distance and controlling enemy movement. Maeve makes best use of chaining her abilities with her passive instant cooldown resets triggered upon enemy kills. Maeve sports a trap to lock down fleeing enemies, a vanishing ability, lifesteal, and either a devastating ranged bomb or the ability to teleport to and stun an enemy. Nidhogger is an in-your-face damage dealer with loads of survivability and a well-rounded set of tools to control your enemy's movement and keep your health topped off. Nidhogger's lifesteal ability will be a large focus, aiding your damaging forward slide, short-ranged area fire blast, stun for stopping enemies in their tracks, and either an area stun or an area silence to lock down the immediate area. Gizmo is going to thrive by finding the high ground or keeping her distance while whittling down distracted enemies. Providing long-range DPS, Gizmo comes equipped with a crowd control bomb, deployable turrets, and a jump pad for herself and teammates. Finish off by dealing chaos with either a rideable rocket or hop into your mech suit.
Hand points activating in 10 seconds.
Cass is our hybrid melee and ranged attacker with the unique ability to speed around the battlefield and get to high areas in a flash. Cass can charge up a run for a speed edge on the competition, employing a damaging forward dash and a 0 cooldown melee attack, along with a backward leap to escape. For your final ability, you can choose between an area stun or an area damage attack. Hopefully this has made your first character choices a bit easier, and I'll see you out in the battlefield soon.